The Chancellor Philip Hammond is reportedly planning a budget raid on older workers to fund tax breaks for younger people. One Whitehall source quoted in the Daily Telegraph said he would unveil a bold attempt to restack the deck for the next generation. Well, the idea under consideration is to pay for a cut in national insurance contributions for workers in their 20s and 30s by slashing tax relief on pensions. The government is being pushed to address the issue of intergenerational fairness by the Taxpayers Alliance, which publishes a new policy paper tomorrow calling for national insurance to be scrapped for all young people. Well, let's speak to their research director, Alex Wild. He joins me now. So, Alex, have you put a number on this?
Well, we've looked at a number of policy options, and what we would like to see the government do is to actually cancel its plans to increase the repayment threshold for student loans, because we think that that's something that benefits disproportionately higher earners, graduates, and instead, for roughly the same amount of money, about £2.3 billion, you could exempt everyone under the age of 26 from national insurance.
So hang on, you're still going to hand tax cuts to people like trainee lawyers and accountants, relatively well-off workers who may not necessarily need a tax cut themselves.
Less so than you would by doing what we're doing on what the government is looking to do on student loans. And actually, we think that the subsidy for student loans is extremely high and something the government should be doing. A Conservative government especially should be cutting taxes rather than increasing spending.
Why have you singled out national insurance rather than income tax, given that they're more or less the same thing? I mean, national insurance is income tax by any other name, isn't it?
Well, they are almost the same thing, but long term we would like to see national insurance merge with income tax. I mean, the cost, so to speak, is roughly about the same. I mean, a penny on national insurance is roughly about the same sort of revenue impact as a penny on income tax. But in the long run, we'd like to see national insurance fully merged with income tax, so we'd like to see national insurance come down rather than income tax, because we're not going to get rid of income tax, but we should get rid of national insurance.
I mean, the Taxpayers Alliance has always argued in favour of tax simplification. Isn't this going to make tax and national insurance more fiddly if you're exempting certain groups of workers from paying national insurance?
It's a very, very minor and hopefully temporary complication, because we see it as a stepping stone to getting rid of the charge altogether and having a full merger with income tax and national insurance. I mean, once upon a time they were separate, and national insurance did have much more of a contributory principle to it, but that's pretty much been eroded almost completely now, so we'd like to see a merger in the long run.
All right, Alex Wild from the Taxpayers Alliance. Alliance even. Appreciate you joining me. Getting me allowances and me alliances mixed up there.